सचिन के बिना नॉट ओनली इंडियन क्रिकेट टीम बट वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट अधूरा रहेगा।
क्रिकेट में जो सच है ना, वो सबसे ग्रेटेस्ट सच वो सचिन है। और वो क्रिकेट इसी से और वो क्रिकेट से।
It's hard to imagine Test cricket or just Indian cricket, I guess, without a Tendulkar in it.
21 साल से मतलब उन्होंने जो इंडियन क्रिकेट के लिए किया, मुझे नहीं लगता और कोई कर पाएगा या किसी ने किया।
If you are a cricket fan, I don't need to tell you the significance of today's date. It's the 24th of April, the day the god of cricket was born. And what better way to start than by recalling some of the major milestones that the Master Blaster achieved during his career, right from his debut to his retirement. And not how he saw it, but in his own words. That's right. This is Sachin Tendulkar Unplugged, speaking to India today over the years.
I was not expecting that I will get out to Akram, and because that special inning, I was feeling so much confident that I think nobody can, at that moment would have got me out.
Just before he hit Kadir, just before that over, when Kadir had just bowled, when he finished his over, he came and told you something. He said something to you.
Yeah, he told me that मैं नहीं मारने दूंगा.
He said.
Yeah, he said. मैंने कहा आपको कैसे मारूंगा? आप ऐसे इतना अच्छे बॉलर हैं कैसे? Gavaskar and Richards, both I like.
Both. And why Gavaskar and why Richards?
Richards effortless batting and Gavaskar's of course talent, all concentration, dedication, the way he watched the ball.
Yeah.
Everything is absolutely perfect.
Do you like your fame?
Yeah.
Do you like being famous?
Not very much, but like to be famous. Till now I've become great. I have not become great batsman, but nobody can know. No one can tell his future.
Yes, 19 balls before he did get off the mark.
I just wanted to spend my summer holidays, and that's how I started playing cricket. So my brother was the one who decided, like, actually AajTak sir is the best coach for you. So that's how I went to him. Well, we used to go for a big round, and after that little bit of stretching, then fielding practice, then nets. Like nets, whenever I used to bat, he used to stand behind the net, and whatever simple, like minor mistakes I did, he used to point them out and he used to write it down.
When you bring the bat, you are now being considered one of the all-time greats already, or you're likely to become one of the all-time greats. How do you react to this?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Like I don't really take it very much seriously. Otherwise, I think my cricket would get over within few days. Most of the time we spend practicing, so we never got enough time to spend with our friends, like going out for a movie, going out to just eat pani puris and all these things. At that age, it's quite. So we never got these type of opportunities.
Definitely the best day of my cricketing life, most important day, and I was really overwhelmed by the reaction of all the players, especially that lap after we won the trophy. Everyone wanting to do it for me was very touching, but also everyone wanted to play for each other, and we as a team wanted to do it for the nation. But something which was really important as far as I'm concerned was I kept the dream alive. I dreamt of lifting the trophy someday. I don't know when that was to happen, but that dream was very much within my heart, and I kept it alive, and I kept chasing it. And I knew that this team had all the ammunition, whatever was required. We had that. We've won this trophy. The 15 guys have won it, but the trophy belongs to the entire nation, so it includes all the players who've played with us this trophy. I mean, that's why we spotted Anil, and we called Anil to the dressing room, because I know how much it means to him. Anil was part of 2003, 2007, and also before that, 96, 99, and how desperately we all wanted to win that cup for India. I fully understand Anil's emotion.
Works it away, and that is it. Brilliant Sachin Tendulkar. Outstanding achievement, and richly deserved for someone who's been so special in this world of cricket. Yes, finally achieves the milestone. What a day for India, what a day for international cricket, what a day for international cricket fraternity.
Yes, and dare I say that there could be a tear or two in Tendulkar's eyes as well. He's quite clearly, there you can see, quite clearly taken in by the emotion of it all. It's been a long, long wait. It's an absolutely mind-boggling.
I have to admit I'm relieved now. When I got my 99th 100 in the World Cup against South Africa, after that we played about 3-4 games and no one spoke about my 100th 100 then. The focus was on the World Cup. As soon as the World Cup was over, the focus shifted to my 100th 100. So, I went to England, and everyone said that I want to get my 100th 100 at Lords, but I wish I could do that at will. Scoring 100 is not easy, and it doesn't come as and when you want. You have to go out, and all the things should click together, and it's a process, and I have experienced that even after scoring 99 hundreds. 100th 100 is not that easy, possibly the toughest one. Well, there are certain critics I respect, certain I don't, and then there are certain ones who only have negative opinions. They are standing in the queue first to make a negative statement, and when it comes to applauding or congratulating, I never seem to receive their messages. So, so it doesn't matter. The people you care about are the ones you respect, and there are certain guys I don't have high regard, so it doesn't matter.
Tendulkar did not wait for the decision. He knew he had just chipped it to slip, and he's on his way back.
And once again, like 2 years ago, it is Darren Sammy who's pulled off a blunder. 2 years ago, 2011, at the same venue.
बहुत इमोशनल मोमेंट था. जैसे कि मैंने बताया पहले कि लोगों का प्यार देखकर, इस तरह की रिएक्शन देखकर पता नहीं चलता कैसे रिएक्ट करूं. सोचा नहीं था कि इस तरह की रिएक्शन हो. 2 बार मैं बहुत ज़्यादा इमोशनल हुआ. एक बार जब मुझे टीम ने सेंड ऑफ दिया तब मैं इमोशनल हुआ, और दूसरी बार जब पूरा फंक्शन ख़त्म हुआ और मैं पिच पे चला गया अकेला, और बेसिकली पिच पे जाने का एक ही रीज़न था कि क्रिकेट को थैंक यू बोलना. और जो भी आज मेरे लाइफ में हो रहा है, जो भी मैं हूँ, वो क्रिकेट की वजह से हूँ. और मुझे सिर्फ वहाँ जाके 22 यार्ड पिच के बीच में खड़ा रहना था और विकेट को प्रणाम करना था, जो मैंने किया, और आशीर्वाद लिया और कहा थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर एवरीथिंग. आई विल कंटिन्यू टू enjoy cricket. Cricket is my life. As I said earlier in the interview while speaking to BCCI, that cricket is like oxygen to me. Hard to live without cricket.
Who is the best Indian cricketer to have ever played the game? Now, this question might elicit different responses from different people, all depending on their vintage. The older folks might just vote for, let's say, Sunil Gavaskar or maybe a Kapil Dev. The middle age may opt for a Tendulkar or maybe even an Anil Kumble. The new gen will have their own favourites in Virat Kohli and MS Dhoni. But if ever there was a question on who is the most loved cricketer ever, there will be only one winner. That's right, Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar, the man who cut across all demographics to emerge as the people's favourite. Don't believe us? Well, listen in to what some of the legends have had to say about the only man to score 100 international hundreds.
First man on the planet to reach 200. And it's the Superman from India, Sachin Tendulkar. a wonderful player.
He is a genius, a God-gifted, and what a cricketer he is.
You could see the ability he had was special.
He's one of the great iconic figures of world sport.
He's a batting god, that's all you can say about him.
Oh, he's hit this one, Miles. Right shot. Oh, it's a biggie.
Well, he's carried the burden of the nation for 21 years, so it's time we carried him on our shoulders.
And he's smashed it down the ground.
I always say that he's like a good wine. The older he gets, better he performs. And then the important fact is when the team needs him, he changes game plan for the team's game plan.
Test match 100 for the great man. Take a bow, master.
He's just gone beyond a lot of the other players with his achievements.
You know, when somebody says Sachin is playing for records, it's crap.
Listen to the cheers. Here he comes. We say we salute you, master. The first man ever.
I think India will only realise how good Sachin Tendulkar was when he's gone. And the bottom line is, he is one of the most magical players of all.
The man whose success coincided with India's march into the liberalization era. It's worth looking back at the journey of a little boy born in the 70s into a socialist society in a middle-class family that had no previous connection to the game of cricket. That he would eventually become a national icon is probably one of the greatest stories of our lifetimes. Here's the tale of a boy who started off as a prodigy but retired as God.
The story of Sachin Tendulkar is actually the inspiring tale of how an elder brother went about creating a batting sensation. Named, recognized and groomed for glory, the Master Blaster would probably be doing a 10-to-5 home office home routine today if it was not for AajTak Tendulkar. And it all goes back to 1973 when Sachin was born. Their father, Ramesh Tendulkar, a Marathi novelist, left it to his eldest son AajTak to name the little addition to the clan. The name AajTak chose was that of the Tendulkar family's favorite music director. AajTak not only named Sachin, he was also behind the grooming of Sachin the cricketer. Like AajTak, Sachin too took to the game early. The small Maidan of the Sahitya Sehwag Society was his first playground. AajTak approached Ramakant Achrekar and asked him if he could bring his brother along for net practice. At that time, Achrekar sir was already well known in Mumbai cricket circles and was then coaching the Shraddhashram school boys at Shivaji Park. It took a bit of pleading and persuasion before Achrekar agreed to take the 11-year-old Sachin under his fold.
Like nets, whenever I used to bat, he used to stand behind the net. And whatever simple, like minor mistakes I did, he used to point them out and he used to write it down.
Under Achrekar, Sachin began to blossom into a very good batsman, and playing for his school, he was scoring heavily. Sachin had an outstanding 1988 season. The high point was an unbroken 664-run partnership in a Lord Harris Shield inter-school game with friend and teammate Vinod Kambli. At just 14, Sachin was in the Mumbai Ranji probables, but he had to wait a year to make his first-class debut. But what an emphatic debut it was. On the 11th of December 1988, aged just 15 years and 232 days, Tendulkar scored 100 not out against Gujarat, making him the youngest cricketer to score a century on a first-class debut. Sachin became the only player to score a century in Ranji, Tulip and Irani Trophy debuts. It was evident that it would only be a matter of time before Sachin got called to represent India.
Played 664 international games, 781 innings internationally. But there's a thing that people say about Sachin Tendulkar. He remembers every one of his dismissals. I could pick up any match out of those 781 international innings that he's played over a time of 24 years. And rumor has it that he remembers every dismissal. So what I thought today, I am going to test him. Let me see if that magic is true. I've got your few innings, and I made it tough for you. What I've done is, I've not taken the famous ones. You know, if you asked Rahul, Vikrant, you know, Shweta, all of us would know your famous innings and how you got out. What I've done is nondescript innings, not really the ones that would be there in public memory. So we'll see Sachin Tendulkar's magic on stage live. This is for the very first time. You ready for it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't trust rumors, so it's okay.
Let's go for it. Okay. So I take you back to 1990. That is your first tour to England. We all remember your famous 100 in Manchester. But I'll ask you about that game that you played before that, your first ever game at Lord's. I'll give you a bit of clue. You got out for 10 runs in the first innings. Can you tell me how you got out?
Bowled Chris Lewis. Chris Lewis was bowling from pavilion end, and I tried to play towards mid-wicket. Missed the line and got bowled right.
Yeah, I only had Chris Lewis. He can tell you the...
Second inning में अगर बताना है तो अभी बता देता हूँ कि second inning में I
मुझे नहीं पता.
got out to Angus Fraser just outside off stump, caught in second slip.
Just incredible, huh? I mean, I tell people that, you know, for me, doing shows is like you playing innings. You asked me 3 shows ago what I did, what I asked, no clue. But you can remember every inning that you've played. Incredible. But the test is not done yet. I'm taking you now to February 1992, the first World Cup game that you ever played. That was a game against England at Perth. You were out for 35.
Ian Botham caught behind. So
yeah, caught Stewart, bowled Botham.
I didn't particularly enjoy that reaction after Botham got me out. So thoda andar fire tha.
True. 2 on 2. March 1996, everyone remembers the semi-final, but I'm taking you to, again, a random league game that was played right here in New Delhi versus Sri Lanka. You got 137 runs.
That's easy. I got a run out. Last ball tha, I think, if I'm not mistaken, 50th over, and Chaminda Boss was bowling to me. I tried to play a big shot. The ball went straight to the bowler, thoda right side mein tha uske. I thought last ball है एक रन तो एक रन वो अगर मिस करता है स्टंप को तो I still score 1 extra run for the team, and I took a chance. I was out by like 10 yards. He got me run out, but it was the last ball of the innings, I think.
Incredible. February 2001, first test. We all remember the Eden Gardens test match, Wankhede test match. The first test match versus Australia. I want you to tell me first innings. You got 76.
I scored 76. Glenn McGrath bowling from pavilion end, I got caught behind. Gilchrist.
Correct.
Second innings I was batting well, and I got out to Mark Waugh. I played a pull shot. I think Justin Langer ke back pe laga, and Ponting took a diving catch at short mid wicket.
I didn't research that. Okay. 2011 World Cup game. It's a tight game versus England, played in Bengaluru. You got 120 runs.
काफी easy सवाल पूछ रहे हैं मुझे तो. I think it's like
I had to research all
rank
this.
half volley उसको मारो. Anderson, I got out Anderson कुछ in a power play. I tried to flick. थोड़ा ball slow आया, मुझे लगा जिससे I played too early, got the leading edge and caught at cover.
Yeah, caught Yardi, bowled Anderson. Correct. Achha, you said easy sawal. Final question. I'm going to up the tempo. So not going to ask you about your dismissals now that you've proven you know every dismissal of yours out of those 781. Today is 17th March. By the way, guys, if you didn't know, the only man to reach 100 hundreds, yesterday was the anniversary of the day that he reached his 100 hundreds versus Bangladesh. 11th anniversary, I might add. So what I'm going to tell you is not your dismissal. 17 March, you scored 100. And remember, he must have played for 24 years, so many 17th Marches there. You scored 100, can you tell me?
मेरा knowledge इतना भी ज़्यादा अच्छा नहीं है, थोड़ा कुछ idea दो और I don't know.
Okay. No, you said up the tempo, so I have, gone one level higher. Okay, it was, you want me to tell you the opposition or the venue?
You'll have to tell me opposition. Then
Opposition, South Africa. Year, should I?
In Baroda, I scored 100.
Correct.
In Baroda.
Baroda, he got the
we were
100.
chasing.
So you saw magic.